I am standing outside world's most important office right now, Pakistan's Prime Minister office, that was responsible for securing a ceasefire in the Middle East. In the last 24 hours, the world held its breath as President Trump had given a warning to Iran that he might wipe out the civilization. And there was every chance that President Trump might deliver on his threat. But Pakistan stepped in and brought the world back from the brink of a third world war. In this video, we'll tell you what transpired in this office in the last 24 hours and how Pakistan was able to achieve this massive diplomatic victory. Yesterday was one of the most consequential days in this 40-day long conflict. It started off with an attack inside Saudi Arabia on a petrochemical plant, which essentially meant that the negotiation efforts might be derailed. But it was soon followed by a tweet from Iranian ambassador in Islamabad around 10:30 a.m. local time that the negotiations that were spearheaded by Pakistan were going on, and they said that they had reached a critical juncture. And during this time, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif spoke to his Saudi counterpart Mohammed bin Salman, where he expressed his support for the Saudi people and also condemned the attack inside Saudi Arabia. Pakistan's Foreign Office condemned the strike, and then Pakistan Army's corps commanders, they also issued a statement condemning the attack. And while the Prime Minister's house was very active, few hundred meters away from here, there's Pakistan's Foreign Office, where the Foreign Minister and Deputy Prime Minister Ishaq Dar, he was also very active. He called several of his counterparts from Turkey, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Morocco, Norway and Bahrain, all in the last 10 hours. This was followed by some media houses reporting that talks between the US and Iran had failed, which essentially meant that the last chance to secure a ceasefire had failed, and the American strikes inside Tehran were inevitable. But then came Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, who 5 hours before the deadline's expiry, he tweeted saying that the talks were still ongoing, and he also presented two main points for both the sides, an off-ramp that would have allowed both the sides to probably reach towards a ceasefire. He requested the Iranian side to reopen Strait of Hormuz for 2 weeks, and he also requested the American side to cease fire for the next 2 weeks. And President Trump, just 90 minutes before the deadline expired, he came on his social media platform Truth Social and tweeted that he had accepted Pakistan's request and had agreed to a double-sided ceasefire. 60 minutes before the deadline, Iranian side, they issued a statement and they also confirmed that based on Pakistan's request, they had accepted the ceasefire and that they would allow reopening of Strait of Hormuz. And 10 minutes before the deadline, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, he again posted on his X account announcing ceasefire everywhere. That's a major point, that he announced ceasefire everywhere, including Lebanon, and effective immediately. In the same post, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif invited the Iranians and Americans to Islamabad on Friday, and he's calling these talks as Islamabad talks. So this office behind me was essentially responsible for ending conflicts in Lebanon, in Iran, and probably Middle East as a region.